Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians. Got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahia, not Allah. It's Yahweh. His only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christus, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shai. So we got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether you can accept it or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Awathiam who are listening and learning, the few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah from the GMS Orlando camp, coming at you another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification, another daily edification, Lord's willing. This be edifying. And I titled this, You Are in Trouble as Other Men, the effect of the curses. Because what we see going on now in Babylon the Great and around the world is that the Lord is overthrowing the heathen, starting with Esau Edom. So I got a couple clips I'm going to play. Then I'm going to get some precepts. Lord willing to be edifying. Hey, shalom, Yahweh Shema, Shabbat Shem, Kakadash, Brakatham. Shalom, brother. Hey, so Lord willing to be edifying, because this is the man of sin, the son of perdition. So let me cue this up. This first clip. Hey, because what we see is going on is the wicked is starting to fall, man. And they have 4 different type of epidemics going on amongst them. 4 type of epidemics that's going on amongst them. So Lord willing, let's be edified. I'm going to play this first. I got 3 clips, and I'm going to get some precepts.
Around the same time that John D. Rockefeller seized U.S. media, he also hijacked U.S. medicine. When it was discovered that drugs could be produced from petroleum, America's top oil mogul ordered his army of propagandists to invert reality accordingly. Medicines used for thousands of years were suddenly classified as alternative, while the new, petroleum-based, highly addictive, and patentable drugs were declared the gold standard. After buying a German pharmaceutical company that manufactured chemicals of war for Adolf Hitler, Rockefeller leveraged his political influence by pressing Congress to declare natural healing modalities unscientific quackery. Rockefeller then took control of the American Medical Association and began offering massive grants to top medical schools under the mandate that only his approved curriculum be taught. Any mention of the healing powers of herbs, plants, and diet was erased from most medical textbooks. Doctors and professors who objected to Rockefeller's plan were crucified by the media, removed from the AMA, and stripped of their license to teach and practice medicine. Those who dared to speak out were arrested and jailed. When evidence began to emerge that petroleum-based medicines were causing cancer, Mr. Rockefeller founded the American Cancer Society, through which he suppressed that information. John D. Rockefeller is duly credited as the founder of the pharmaceutical industry, and the reason that medical error is currently the 3rd leading cause of death in America. This is not an indictment against doctors. More than anyone, they are under the stranglehold of the single largest lobbying power in Washington. Every year, the pharmaceutical industry spends at least twice the amount as big oil to influence laws, policies, and public perception. Thanks to Mr. Rockefeller, the architect of American monopolies, no industry has more power over our lives than Big Pharma.
You see, say they set it up through what? Their laws, right? This is Psalms 94. It's Psalms 94 and 20. It reads, "Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law?" So they set up these laws. They banned, this guy banned the natural remedies, the natural herbs, man, the natural healing herbs are these different things that we was using, man. It's Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Right? Did one more. I'm finna make a point. This is Job 13 and 4. It reads, "But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value." And what the Lord talking to here? These heathens, man. Starting with Esau, Edom. Now the next clips, this clip is leading up to the next video I'm finna play. So what's going on right now is an epidemic on opioids with these devils. But who took over the medical industry? This guy. Let's get this one more time. One more time.
Around the same time that John D. Rockefeller seized U.S. media, he also hijacked U.S. medicine. When it was discovered that drugs could be produced from petroleum, America's top oil mogul ordered his army of propagandists to invert reality accordingly. Medicines used for thousands of years were suddenly classified as alternative, while the new, petroleum-based, highly addictive, and patentable drugs were declared the gold standard. After buying a German pharmaceutical company that manufactured chemicals of war for Adolf Hitler, Rockefeller leveraged his political influence by pressing Congress to declare natural healing modalities.
See, it's about pressing Congress, right?
Unscientific quackery. Rockefeller then took control of the American Medical Association and began offering massive grants to top medical schools under the mandate that only his approved curriculum be taught. Any mention of the healing powers of herbs, plants, and diet was erased from most medical textbooks.
See? Only the devil would do this, man. A wicked person.
Doctors and professors who objected to Rockefeller's plan were crucified by the media, removed from the AMA, and stripped of their license to teach and practice medicine. Those who dared to speak out were arrested and jailed. When evidence began to emerge that petroleum-based medicines were causing cancer, Mr. Rockefeller founded the American Cancer Society, through which he suppressed that information.
This is the devil, man.
John D. Rockefeller is duly credited as the founder of the pharmaceutical industry, and the reason that medical error is currently the third leading cause of death in America. This is not an indictment against doctors. More than anyone, they are under the stranglehold of the single largest lobbying power in Washington. Every year, the pharmaceutical industry spends at least twice the amount as big oil to influence laws, policies, and public perception.
Gotta read this again. Psalm 94 and 20. "Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law?"
Thanks to Mr. Rockefeller, the architect of American monopolies, no industry has more power over our lives than Big Pharma.
That's what government is, man. The word government is control minds, mind control, right? So let me come back to me. Let's get rid of that. I'm finna get this other clip. It's to what's going on now, man. I just want to show you. So let's get this one. Hey, cause the curses is on them now, man. So as the scripture tell you, which I'm going to read in Psalm 73, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Well, now they are, man. Now the Lord is putting these curses on our enemies, man, and they are being plagued just as we were. What did they do? They put crack, right? AIDS, syphilis, gonorrhea, all these different diseases, cancer, right? These things aren't working, man. Now what happened is the Lord have put the spirit in the midst to turn these things upon the enemy, man. So now they are in trouble as other men, and they are plagued like other men, like we were. Okay, the curses is falling upon them, man. So let's listen to this.
It was an unremarkable morning in a wealthy enclave just north of Phoenix.
Breaking news right now. Federal agents have arrested the billionaire founder and former CEO of a pharmaceutical company right here in Phoenix.
Until federal agents launched a raid on the home of billionaire John Kapoor.
74-year-old Kapoor is the most significant pharmaceutical executive to be criminally charged thus far in the nationwide opioid crisis.
What did you find this son doing? Why? Because there's no evidence against him. He didn't do anything wrong.
I've never seen anything like this. These doctors were writing massive volumes of prescriptions for one of the most dangerous drugs on the market.
Was he writing doctors?
No, he wasn't.
Was he misleading insurance companies?
No, he was not doing that either.
John Kapoor's arrest was a watershed in the opioid crisis and a warning to corporate America.
We're going to take a look at shares of Insys Therapeutics, falling more than 18% today on news that executives from the pharmaceutical company have been arrested on racketeering charges.
Wall Street loves.
Now this guy's a billionaire, okay? Hey, pushing out them opioids, man.
A success story. Everybody does. Wall Street just loves it more. And John Kapoor had a great story to sell.
What do you think about the opioid crisis going on?
Terrible thing, but he's got nothing to do with it.
With colleagues at the Financial Times, we've been investigating opioid manufacturer Insys Therapeutics and its founder.
There simply weren't enough people who were joining up the dots to ask the question of, is this legal? What's really driving these profits? And is it good for society more widely?
So this video is 53 minutes. I just want to play that to show you that these curses is on them, man. These curses is on them now. You see? And who's doing it, man? It's them. Esau Edom, man. Now their people is bugged out on fentanyl. This is the last clip. I'm gonna get the precepts. Oh, Salakia. Salakia. Let me come back to me. I didn't mean to play that. Salakia. Let me go back. Didn't mean to play that. Salakia. Come back to me. Set this up. But see, this is happening, man, all around the world. And who is this happening to? It's happening to Esau Edom, man. Okay? Why? Because they have put their hands on the apple of the Lord's eye, man. And this is why these things is happening. So let's watch this one. This one is 42 minutes. But I'm not going to play the whole thing. Just making key points.
Pure fentanyl, it is fire. Like, it is so dangerous. It's like the most horrid, wretched, pure terror you can imagine. And it feels like something slowly, like, just pulling your life force out of you. And then you get tunnel vision, starts getting smaller and smaller. And around this tunnel, it's just darkness, right? And it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, closes, and then it goes, you're dead.
And shalom to the Akim and the Akwathium on the comment board. Yahweh Shem Abishai, Bashem Kakadash Brakatham. Shalom. The water for tuning in.
That's it.
You think you're dead?
No, you're dead. You're a flatline, no heartbeat, dead.
Now, I played the first clip about the Rockefeller, right? Who started this, man, right? Who got rid of the natural remedy herbs and pushed these opioids, right? And it's going through a cycle, man. Then the second video showed you how billionaires, these doctors that's pushing it, man, they are now in trouble as other men. They have been sliding through the cracks for the last hundreds of years, man. But now the curses is falling upon these devils, man. Let's watch this. And this is for educational purposes only. This is not for monetary gain, and I do not own the copyright to these videos. This is for educational purposes only.
Vancouver, a city renowned for its natural beauty. A quote from the tourist board. But beneath the mountain vistas, the city has a tragic underbelly. Despite being known as one of the world's top 3 cities in which to live, a tiny neighborhood known as Downtown Eastside is experiencing a huge drug problem.
Now I want to get the brother Precept out the comment board real quick. GMS Easter Road, and he put up Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus 38:4. The Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. But who would abhor them? He that is wicked, man. Like this Rockefeller guy, hey, move the natural herbs, man, off the market. And if anybody tried to deal with it, they was locked up, man. Or he stripped them of their licenses. Okay, the Lord made natural remedies, man, medicines from herbs, man. So it's showing you who's dealing here. It's the wicked. So I want to read that brother Precept. The brother Adonai got Psalms 125:3. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity, right, and become like the wicked. Like it tell you in Jeremiah 5:28, it tell you that 2/3 of Israel have surpassed the deeds of the wicked. Let's get back to this, because I want to finish this and I got precepts. Hey, because now, hey, these devils' feet is falling into the trap that they set for us, man. You see, all cancer, syphilis, all these different diseases, and the main thing, cancer, man. Cancer, AIDS didn't work. AIDS killed quite a few Jakes, but it killed quite a few Edomites too, right? All these diseases have been hitting back and forth, but guess what? Cancer is hitting hard, man, and everything that they pushed on us, they peoples are falling under it, man. That's why they have an opioid crisis.
Thousands of lives have been lost, and in nearly 9 out of 10 autopsies, a deadly new illicit drug has been present.
The painkiller fentanyl is now the #1 killer drug in the U.S.
You can die just by touching it.
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
A fatal dose of fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
The potent opioid that's supposed to tranquilize elephants.
A synthetic painkiller 100 times more powerful than morphine.
Just 2 milligrams of the pure drug with about 4 grains of salt is enough to kill the average adult.
Prince died from a lethal amount of the painkiller fentanyl.
10-year-old boy in Florida has become one of the youngest.
Overall, more than 63,000 people died of
Monster drug kills far more people than gun violence.
And if you don't know what fentanyl is, it is basically the new heroin, but much, much stronger.
Unregulated substance, and we're the ones dying. Like down here.
Hey, what's up, bro? Not a whole lot. I'm on a documentary right now, brother. I'm on a documentary here talking about opioid use and yeah. I'll come talk to you in a minute. Hey, wait down here. I gotta talk to you, bro. Just give me a minute.
Con, I got that Deuteronomy 37 queued up.
Bro in the hood, you know?
I'm not finished with the video. I got the precepts flying out.
Yeah, a good friend of mine. No, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, the Lord is jacking these devils up, man.
Ask no questions. I'll tell no lies.
Here in downtown Eastside, addiction is nothing new. Heroin has flowed through Vancouver's ports to this deprived part of town since the 1970s. But market forces have seen that heroin supply replaced. Fentanyl is stronger, cheaper, and much less bulky to import.
Where are we going, Kevin?
Where would you like to go? Do you want to see what it's really like?
Sure.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now you see this? Hey man, these are all Idumeans, man. Okay? Idumeans, man. These are all Job 9 and 24s. Let's read this real quick. This is Psalms 64 and verse 7. It reads, but Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
This is East Hastings Street now. This is where the ghetto starts, basically.
What you're looking at is the mecca of drug addiction.
We have been an active narcotics hub for ever since I can remember. Maybe that's when I came here. That is probably why I came here.
Illicit fentanyl hasn't flooded the street drug supply outside North America yet. Do you think this could become a global problem? And if it does, what should people expect?
Death. Lots of death. People are going to die, and it's not going to be pretty. It is wildfire. People will try it, love it, and they'll never quit.
These streets were crowded. You're talking about 1,500, 2,000 people died just in this block.
Now I know it's some jakes out there that's on this, but this is affecting these Idumeans, man.
I'ma put my guns to the ground.
This is a huge problem. The United States lost 72,000 people to overdose death last year. Canada lost 8,000. All right, these are large numbers of people dying of preventable death.
Come on now.
Different Australia.
Recompense is beautiful,
anywhere in the
man.
Western world.
It's just, it's inevitable. It is. I mean, this stuff will kill you.
If I wanted to buy fentanyl right now, how easy would that be?
Hey, since you said that, hey, Esau singing knock knock on heaven door. Hey, boy, look at here. This 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6. It reads, seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, and to you who are troubled rest with us, when the Lord Yahushua shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. Hey, it's a righteous thing, man. Again, 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua to recompense tribulation to them that troubled you, man. Beautiful, man.
Well, it would pretty much be simple for you to get fentanyl and be impossible for you to get heroin. Because that's what it's all fentanyl now. Even if there is heroin, it's got fentanyl in it.
How far do you reckon we are from a drug dealer?
Feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One drug dealer or a lot?
A lot. A lot. But, you know.
What's your name, buddy?
Sylvester.
And what are you doing hanging out on the street corner here, Sylvester?
Selling fentanyl, you know, trying to get by. I live on the streets, so I got to make a living somehow. I don't want to rob stores or nothing. I've got about 10 years in the pen. This way here, I stay out.
And how's business? Are you selling a lot?
Booming, man. Like, you can never have enough.
So how many people are buying fentanyl from you each day?
100, 150.
Every day?
Every day.
Is the dealing here quite organized? Is there like a bit of a kind of chain of command to it?
Yeah. Different gangs run different alleys. I'm on a 12-hour shift.
How do you get that job? Because I don't think they're advertising that in the newspaper, right?
No. It's through connections, mostly coming out of jail.
What's fentanyl done to the community around here?
Destroyed it. I lost like 40 people that I know well close to me in the last 3 years. People never did drugs in their life, picked it up once, dead.
From fentanyl?
From fentanyl.
Is it possible any of them got that fentanyl from you?
It's possible.
Does that bother you?
To an extent, but they're going to get this from somebody, right?
Hey, and what did Esau do, man? What did he do to us, man? What did they do? They put crack in the neighborhoods, right? And we sold it to our own people, man. Gun hood, and we to our own people. This is the as enemy. These are the curses that the Lord is putting on the enemies. Why? Because they put their hand on the apple of the Lord's eye, man.
I mean, I guess apart from anything else, it's not great business practice to be killing your customers, right?
No, I don't think anybody wanted anybody to die. But the thing is, heroin, it used to come in its heroin. This fentanyl, we're making it ourselves. You go online on the dark web, you order an ounce of fentanyl from China. It costs you $350. Pay an extra $50. The next day, it's delivered right to your door. You take that $400 worth of fentanyl,
Yeah.
and you make 1,000 grams of down.
Yeah.
And you're getting anywhere between 100 and 120 per gram. So do the math.
Jesus. It's like mining diamonds, isn't it?
Yeah. Like gold. You're taking $400 and you're making 100 grand.
But while it's lucrative, illicit street fentanyl is often being cooked by amateur gangsters in their basements. They're making the recipe up as they go along, and the final
Look
product
at
is
that.
synthetic.
I do me
and
as far as
wild
I can see, man.
Customers
Scratch
here
for
told us that what they buy on the
hey,
street
Miles,
can be
man.
any color of the rainbow.
That's what, like right now, everybody wants the dark green. They come up and ask you got the dark green? If you don't got it, they shop around.
Why do they want that?
Because that's the highest fentanyl.
But that's also the that's killing people, right?
Yep. You're playing Russian roulette.
And people are comfortable to take that risk.
As soon as they know that that stuff's dropping people, they're running to you. Who got that green stuff?
You see how wicked that is?
They're the ones that can take half of it or a quarter of it, or
the people are dying from it.
They see that people dying from it, but they want what they dying from. Hey, why? Because it's the closest thing, it's the purest thing, man, that they gonna get. And they say that things, whatever, whether it's crack, coke, whatever it is, heroin, they always chasing that first high, man.
Then it must be good. Is that the logic?
That's the logic. Last night, this girl just came out of detox, and I knew she just got back. She's all healthy and everything. She sees me, oh, Sylvester, come running up, give me a point. I said, you just got out, didn't you? I just got out 2 hours ago. I said, what do you want a point for? Oh, I'm just going to use a little bit of it and have some for tomorrow. I said, don't use it all because you know your tolerance is. No, I won't. 10 minutes later, the ambulance in the alley, they were working on her. I don't know if she lived or died. I don't know. Ambulance come, please come, I leave.
So how much do you sell it for, and what do people get from it?
$10 for a flap.
Can I see?
That's a $10 flap of fentanyl.
And that's dark green.
Dark green. That's just dropping people.
Do you know what purity that is?
15% fentanyl. 3% heroin. The rest is baby laxative, sugars.
Is it possible that I'd die if I took that?
Yep. All depends how high your immune system, your tolerance.
I mean, I've never taken fentanyl before.
If you took that, you'd die.
100%.
100%.
And if I bought the same quantity of heroin off you, would I die?
No.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Would you sell it to me?
If you want to buy it.
If I want to buy it? Like if I give you $10 for that now, you'll sell me that?
Yep. It's your life, bro. You got to make your own choices, right? And I got to eat. So. Just like that, man.
The candid way in which Sylvester discusses his day job is conflicting. It's easy to judge him, but the reality is that fentanyl has become normalized in downtown Eastside. And for the homeless community who live here in desperate hardship, it's one of the very few tradable commodities.
Devils, man. Demons.
Vancouver is a very rich city surrounded by, very rich real estate. And unlike most Canadian cities, Vancouver's decided to ghettoize poverty. As the city gentrifies, people get squished and squished. And it used to be 15 square blocks. Now it's down to 6 or 7 square blocks of people. And most of them are in search of some sort of drug from native.
Gentrification, man.
So just a block over that way, I just purchased this. Could that be fentanyl?
I think it could be. I mean, it comes in all different shapes and sizes.
Where do you think that ambulance is going to that we can hear behind us?
Probably an overdose. Yeah, it's surprising. It's the first one we've heard because there's multiple overdose calls in this little community today, and sometimes it's just been horrific. Like it's just been wall to wall ambulances and fire trucks and people lying on the street, and it can look like a war zone.
People are being slaughtered down here at numbers that are just offensive, and nobody gives a fuck.
The war in drugs, the war in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Gone, man. Done.
No, you're in it right now. Like you think Afghanistan's bad.
This is an unregulated substance, and we're the ones dying.
The capital of the opioid crisis.
This right here was my last $10 and my only $10 that I sold a crowbar and an angle grinder for.
Wow.
I got a coffee and some dope. Yeah. Usually you don't eat and you live, breathe, and work for this.
How do you know really what's inside that?
So I guess it's fentanyl. He's also got the powder version there.
And you see, this how Jake was, man. Gone off crack and powder. Gone, man. Bugged out. Now it's Molly's, these Percocets, all these sets, lava sets, Dava sets, Percocets, Laura sets. It's a lot of different type of these pills, man, that Jake on. Sipping lean, all these things, man. Now, this exotic weed. And man, that medical marijuana, man, that chemical they put in, hey, Jake is gone, man. Hey, but this falls upon who? The 2/3 and heathens, man.
Like you never know what you're gonna get. It's a surprise all the time.
So these are both fentanyl, but it almost looks like a different drug.
It does. You never know. Like it always looks different. It's just one big around. Really is, sorry for the language, but it's food, clothes, shower, drugs. It's constant.
Wow. They say they don't even eat sometime, man. That dope, just that good. That's crazy, man.
Take a walk on the wild side, shall we?
Why did you call it the wild side, Spike?
There seems to be an idea here that it might be dangerous down here, or it might be, mainstream society is a little bit of intimidated by it or afraid of it. So I said it in jest because it's not the wild side at all. It's just it's a neighborhood of people that are experiencing a lot of pain and dealing with a lot of trauma. And
what kind of pain do people typically go through?
Well, high poverty area. There's all kinds of people survive all kinds of trauma, from early childhood abuse to relationship pain to just people have gone through a lot down here.
Hey, man. Hey, you see, where does it come from? Let's go back, man. Let's go back. Where does it come from? Let's play it again. For edification's sake, must play it again. All this come from who? The wicked, man. And they don't care about 2/3 of their people, man. They don't care. It all stems from this, man. This is the root of the problem. Let's play this back.
Around the same time that John D. Rockefeller seized U.S. media, he also hijacked U.S. medicine. When it was discovered that drugs could be produced from petroleum, America's top oil mogul ordered his army of propagandists to invert reality accordingly. Medicines used for thousands of years were suddenly classified as alternative, while the new, petroleum-based, highly addictive, and patentable drugs were declared the gold standard. After buying the German pharmaceutical company that manufactured chemicals of war for Adolf Hitler, Rockefeller leveraged his political influence by pressing Congress to declare natural healing modalities unscientific quackery. Rockefeller then took control of the American Medical Association and began offering massive grants to top medical schools under the mandate that only his approved curriculum be taught.
See, he took over, man. The AMA, man. Okay, the American Medical Association, man. Okay, this problem with fentanyl and everything else that's happening stems from this, man. Brainwash.
Any mention of the healing powers of herbs, plants, and diet was erased from most medical textbooks. Doctors and professors who objected to Rockefeller's plan were crucified by the media, removed from the AMA, and stripped of their license to teach and practice medicine.
Why? Because you either, hey, and this is what they do every day around the world, man. That's why they have over 800 military bases. You're either going to get down with us or you're going to lay down. Okay? Through their policies, their legislation, their democracy, their philosophy, their draconian laws, you're going to get down with us or we're going to lay you down.
Those who dared to speak out were arrested and jailed. When evidence began to emerge that petroleum-based medicines were causing cancer, Mr. Rockefeller founded the American Cancer Society, through which he suppressed that information.
And you know what's beautiful? When he said those that was willing to speak out and talk and expose it, they was jailed. So now what's going on? Now they have made their own tunnel fall upon themselves. Why? Because Yahweh Shema Shai had shot at them with an arrow, so suddenly they wounded. Now everybody coming out with information. When you look at this guy, Chris Hedges, when you look at Peter Schiff and Ron Paul and Richard Wolff, okay, this AME TV guy, what the name is, Chris, and you got Jeremy Babe. These guys are exposing everything, man.
John D. Rockefeller is duly credited as the founder of the pharmaceutical industry, and the reason that medical error is currently the third leading cause of death in America.
See, he's the cause of this, man. Who? Idumeans, man. The Job 9:24s.
This is not an indictment against doctors. More than anyone, they are under the stranglehold of the single largest lobbying power in Washington. Every year, the pharmaceutical industry spends at least twice the amount as big oil to influence laws, policies, and public perception.
To influence laws. Why? Because the earth was given to the hand of the wicked, man. They can do whatever they will, man. Why? Because they wasn't in trouble as other men. But now, they've fallen under these curses, man. And now they are in trouble as other men. And they are plagued as other men. You still got the globalists, the globalist elites. They sliding through the cracks for a small period of time, but they finna fall too.
Thanks to Mr. Rockefeller, the architect of American monopolies, no industry has more power over our lives than Big Pharma.
Cold, man. Hey, and that was the point on that, man. I want to go back to me. I want to play this other one more time. Because this guy, billionaires, man, who up in these billionaires, man, pushing out all this. These ain't small time doctors. They up in the game, man. So I'm gonna play just the beginning of this so you can hear one more time, Lord willing.
It was an unremarkable morning in a wealthy enclave just north of Phoenix.
Breaking news right now. Federal agents have arrested the billionaire founder and former CEO of a pharmaceutical company right here in Phoenix.
Until federal agents launched a raid on the home of billionaire John Kapoor.
74-year-old Kapoor is the most significant pharmaceutical executive to be criminally charged thus far in the nationwide opioid crisis.
See, that was the point, man. That was the point. That's all I wanted, man. Let me get these precepts. Hey, cause these devils, man, the same way how this guy, what's his name, man, the Willie Lynch, right? This devil, what did he do? He taught the dark skin to be against the light skin, the old against the young. They did this, man, right? When they took over, which they already had in the hand in the first place, but they pushed these drugs, man. They were herbs, different type of remedies, man. Right. These remedies, man. Judah, Issachar, these devils came over here and destroyed everything, man. Right? They pushed all that to destroy us, man. Then they separated us by color. It made us fight amongst each other, man. So all these things is happening because they put their hands on the apple of the Lord's eye. So I'm gonna get these precepts, and I'm gonna get you brother precepts. This is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7. It reads, which one of the brothers had on the comment board. It's Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Lord Yahweh, thy God, will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Who persecuted us? This is Psalms 83. Start at verse 2. It reads, for lo, thine enemies, then the Lord say in Deuteronomy 30 and say, he's going to put these curses on our enemies. Again, for lo, Psalms 83 and 2. Thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee, like it said in Deuteronomy 30 and 7, have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. That's why we was known as spicks, spooks, porch monkeys, wetbacks, savages, okay? Bywords and proverbs, man. Because they, what? They say that they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, the 12 tribes of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, you West Indian Haitians are one nation. The other 17 nations that the Lord created, they all came against us. It said that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. The 17 heathen nations, they came together, man, because they couldn't take us down one at a time. So they came together, they consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek. The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre, Ashur also has joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. So when the Lord said in Luke chapter 1, let's read this real quick. Luke 1 and 68. Blessed be the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem HaShah, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and have raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of our servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we, 12 tribes of Israel, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, you West Indian Haitians, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. This is 3 precepts saying the same thing, man. We got to be saved from our enemies that hate us, man. So, back in Deuteronomy 37 again, and the Lord Yahweh, thy power, will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Right? This is Isaiah 14 and 21. Hey, like James Brown said, man, I should have queued that up to play that, man. That's the one line. Hey, this is the big payback, man. Because what you did wasn't right, man. This is the big payback. Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Who is this to? The Idumeans, the Job 9 and 24s, who fill the entire planet with cities. Verse 22 is the point. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name of who? The Idumean, Esau, Edom, the Edomites, and remnant, and son, and nephew, saith the Lord Yahweh. Meaning their whole lineage will be done away with. And we've seen it happen through what? Opioid crisis, through suicide crisis, right? They got 4 epidemics going on. They got the opioid epidemic. They got the suicide rate epidemic. They are dying faster than they can be born epidemic. And they are not populating fast enough epidemic, man. All 4 of these things is happening to who? The enemies. And not just Esau, Edom. He just the head of the 17 heathen nations that's catching it, that's going to catch it the worst. But it's happened to all these devils, man. Okay, so if I will rise up against them, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Habashah. This is Job 18 and 16. It reads, his roots, meaning your whole lineage, from the roots, his roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no more name in the streets. Hey, when this guy David Rockefeller died, ain't nobody thinking about this guy, man. Okay, it said, well, his remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the streets. Nobody remembering David Rockefeller, man. Okay, man had over 7 heart transplants. It's still people today still trying to get 1 heart transplant. He had 7, man. Verse 18 reads, he shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remainings in his dwellings. You see, it said, they that come after him shall be astonished at his day, and they that went before were frightened. Everything about these devils, and we seeing it happening, man. They losing. They losing on all sides, man. This Jeremiah 49 and 10. It reads, matter of fact, let's read 7 so we can know who it's talking to. Jeremiah 49 and 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Yeah, man. Yeah. Verse 10 reads, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. We see what's going on. We know. It tell you in Matthew, man, and in Luke, that everything that was hid shall be made known and come abroad, man. It said, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. We know you like drinking blood and having sex with little babies. We know. And he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Hey, the Lord is doing away. But verse 12 say, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken. Who? Israelites. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. You got to drink the cup too, man. Okay? You got to drink the cup. And this is the start of you drinking your cup, man. Your kingdom is falling. The dollar is collapsing, which you doing it. But the Lord put the spirit on you to do so. And now your seed, your nephews, your sons are beginning to fall. Does the higher up globalist elites care? No, man. They don't care, man. This is Job 27. Hey, cause what start with our apostles and elders of great millstone, what they call them? 6-pack Joe Edomites, man. They losing. Hey, and if you in this kingdom and you on the bottom, you just a 3-time loser, man, because you supposed to be on top, man. You supposed to be on top. Job 27:13. This is the portion of a wicked man with power, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death. You heard the guy said, number death. And his widows will not weep. No, because they're going to be cleaving to Jake, man. They women are going to be crying for them. They're going to cleave to Jake, man. What they're doing right now. That's why they can't populate. And that's why they are dying fast and be born, because they women is going to Jake, man. Verse 16 reads, though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver, man. You see? This is Proverbs 26:27. It reads, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. So what you did to us, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, West Indian Haitians, by putting crack in the hood and guns and AIDS and syphilis and cancer, it's destroying your people, destroying them way faster than destroying Jake. What did the Lord say? We are as the stars of heaven, the sand on the beach, man. You can't pick up a grain of sand and count all the grains in your hand. You can't even scoop. You can't even stick a spoon in the sand and count the grains just on that spoon. You'll be the rest of your life counting that, man. That's how the Hebrew Israelites is, man. Okay, unknowable. So no matter what you do, man, you can't get rid of the Hebrew Israelites, period. This is Proverbs 28:10. It reads, hey, and the Lord got it set up for the wicked, the 2/3 of Israel, to take the fall. Proverbs 28:10. Whoso causes the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit. But the upright shall have good things in possession, man. The Lord got you in a trick bag. Just like I love to bring out with Isaac, right? Isaac told Esau, you shall live by the sword. But did he tell him he was going to die by that same sword? No, he didn't, man. He never told Esau he was going to die by the sword. He just said, you're going to live by the sword, and you shall have the dominion of the earth, right? But he never told him he was going to die by the sword, man. That's his own father put him in the trick bag. This is Psalms 35, Psalm 75, Salakia, Psalm 73, verse 5. It reads, Salakia, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Well, now they is, man. Now they have been plagued. Okay? Psalm 73:5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Now they are, man. We seeing it happen every day, man. Okay, their kingdom is falling, man. You got these guys, everybody flipping out about what's going on in the world, man. Why? Because the Lord is overthrowing the heathen, man. Let's get this. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10:14. It reads, the Lord have cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek in their stead. The Lord have plucked up the roots of the proud nations and planted the lowly in their place. The Lord overthrew countries of the heathen and destroyed them to the foundation of the earth. So we see these devils falling, man. Okay? By their own snares, their own nets, by their own traps, are they being taken out of the earth? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, man. Okay, this is with one of the brothers had on the comment board. I had it queued up already on one of my scriptures. This is Psalms chapter 9, verse 15. It reads, "The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, in the net which they hid, their own foot take it." It said, "The Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands," man. Because you devil did this to Jake, man. This is Psalm 7 and 14. It reads, "Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and he conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood." That's why I said in Isaiah 28, that 2/3 of Israel that took that 5163 charter, they said, "We have made refuge our lives, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves," right? Verse 15, Psalm 7:15, "He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made," man. You devils dug this ditch, man. Okay? Hey, you put your hand on the apple of the Lord eye, man. You gotta pay, man. Hey, because the Lord said what? You help forth the affliction. Verse 16, Psalm 7:16, "His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate." The word pate, P-A-T-E, means his head, man. Since I quoted that, let's get this. Zechariah 1 and 15. "And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little helped for affliction." You helped for the affliction. What's that? Isaiah 47. Let's get this. Isaiah 47 in verse 6. "I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient has thou very heavily laid thy yoke." You help forth the affliction, man. Okay. What is that? Let's get this. If it's the right precept, I'm thinking. Let's see. Isaiah 33 and 1. It reads, "Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee." Right? Because by the hand of his people Israel, when you read Ezekiel 25, the Lord said he's going to get you, man. Let's read that as a matter of fact. Ezekiel 25 and 14 reads, "And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua." Why, Lord? Amos 1:11. "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever." Still to this day, man. Okay? This is Psalms. But it's okay though, because the Lord got you in the trick bag, man. And he gave us the spirit. He gave us the spirit of wisdom, knowledge, understanding, the breath of life, man. And he gave you a carnal mind. Okay? But it said Hebrews, hey, you can't repent. This is Psalm 37:14. It reads, "The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy." Who are the poor and needy? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian Haitians, you Hebrew Israelites. "And to slay such as be of upright conversation." All the hopeful men of the Lord, the hopeful elect of the Lord, all we do is talk about the truth, man. We Galatians 6 and 1. "Ye that are spiritual, restore such a one." Okay? In meekness, man. In fear. Because this is about what? Amos 9:11, man. Help, being messengers to help seal the tabernacle of David, which was fallen. This is verse 15, Psalm 37:15. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. Let's read this again. Psalm 37:14. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, which is you Israelites, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. So everything you've done, you got to fall back on your head, man. This is Psalm 35 and verse 7. It reads, for without cause have they hid for me their net in a pit, which without cause they have digged for my soul. Let destruction come upon him at unawareness, and let his net that he have hid catch himself into that very destruction. Let him fall. And it's going, and it's happening. We see it happening, man. It's happening. This is Psalms 119. I got a couple more precepts. Psalms 119 and 85. It reads, the proud have digged pits for me, which are not after thy law. No, man. This is the heathen. The Lord gave the Israelites the law. So, of course, anybody outside of this, man, they coming for you. Why? Because they know that you have the real true power of the earth, man. We have the one and only true Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. This is Psalm 57 and 6. It reads, they have prepared a net for my steps. My soul is bowed down. They have digged a pit before me, into the midst whereof they are fallen themselves, man. Okay? They have fallen themselves, man. And it's beautiful because Yahweh Shema Shai had to set up that way, man. Okay, we had to fall away first. But you dealt with help for the affliction, man. So now you got to pay. This is Adam Nana, Jeremiah 16:18. At first I will recompense their iniquity and their sins double, because they have defiled my land. They have filled my inheritance with the carcass of their detestable things and abominable things. Yeah, man. Hey, it said, and I will recompense their iniquity and their sins double, man. Yeah, you got to pay, man. And that's the 2/3 of Israel as well, man. Shalom, brother. Chocolate Brownie said the water. They sure don't cover this in the news. That's probably why their birth rate is now right up. Right, man. Yeah, they are dying fast and be born. Hey, they can't reproduce. Their birth rate is low, man. Hey, cause they women cleaving the Jake, man. They losing. It's Adam Nana. It's Lamentation 2 and 16. It say, all thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we look for, right, man? When you read that whole chapter, I love Lamentation chapter 2, man. It tell you how the Lord gave us over to them, man. He said he was very wroth, man, with his people, man. This is Isaiah 34 and 5. It said, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which is the Greek word for Edom, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. And they tell you in Proverbs 3 and 33 that the curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, man. You see? This is Daniel 8 and 25 from Yasharallah the Chosen. It say, and through his policies also shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the princes of princes, but he shall be broken without hands. Right, man? Right. I got a precept on it real quick. This is Job See, 24 and 23. It reads, though it be given him to be in safety, whereon he rested, yet his eyes are upon their ways. Tell me how about Shema Shah? He watching. They are exalted for a little while, but are gone and brought low. They are taken out of the way as all other, man. You're gonna fall as all others did, man. This is let's get this one. Job 21:13. They spend their days in wealth and in a moment go down to the grave. Yeah, man. Hey, do it seem like it's tarrying? It ain't tarrying, man. The prophecy is speaking, man. Everything is speaking as according to how it's supposed to play out, man. This is Yashua the Chosen. Lamentation 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through into thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. That's what I read in Jeremiah 49, man. But I have made Esau bare. This is Adam Nana. This is Ezekiel 35:11. Oh, that's what I want to get to. Ezekiel 35. Oh, you probably got it right here. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to thy anger and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. It reads, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. Right. I want this part though. Let's get this. Ezekiel 35 and 10. It reads, because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. Okay, going until you help forth the affliction, right? It said, because thou hast said, these two nations, the northern and the southern kingdom, and these two countries, right, where the southern kingdom was dwelling there and the northern kingdom, shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. So you see, you devil's pride, man. The pride of your heart have deceived you. This is I don't know, Ezekiel, what was that, 5 and 11? It reads, wherefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, by Shem shall power, surely because thou hast defiled my sanctuary with all thy detestable things and with all thy abominations. Right. And that's talking to 2/3 of Israel, man. They're talking to Jake. Therefore will I also diminish thee, neither shall my eyes spare, neither will I have any pity, man. That's 2/3 of you Jakes and all these heathens, man. They're gonna die grievous deaths, man. This is this is Deuteronomy 29 and 20. The Lord will not spare him, but then the anger of the Lord and his jealousy shall smoke against the man, that man, and all the curses that are written in this book shall lie upon him. Right, man? Beautiful. This is GMS Eat the Roll. GMS East the Roll, Deuteronomy 37. And the Lord Yahweh, thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Yeah, man. And we seen it. We seen it, man. Beautiful, man. Beautiful times, man. Beautiful time. Ate the water for the precepts, the water for tuning in. Ate the water. Hey, gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rikah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well. And a sincere salutation to all the ark pushing this truth and believing this truth. That the four ends of the earth, the entire world, working at the hope for the leg. And shalom to the Aquathium who are listening and learning. The few sisters who are listening and learning. Lord, what is edifying tonight, I'm going to say shalom, wa abba, ate the water for tuning in. May Yahweh Shema Shai continue to bless you in your house and stay prayed up. Ate the water for tuning in, the water for the precepts. Shalom.